Joe, this is a story the world has to pay attention to. New satellite data and NASA unearths a scary reality. The world is running out of water. Data from the GRACE satellite system shows more than half of the Earth's 37 largest aquifers are being depleted. However, scientists at UC Irvine say there is barely any data about how much water remains in the aquifers. Underground aquifers supply 35% of the water used by humans worldwide. Demand on the underground basins is even higher during drought. Rain-starved California is tapping aquifers for 60% of its water use. Scientists say water from aquifers could account for nearly every drop of the state's freshwater supply by the end of this year. Experts say the aquifers under the most stress are in poor, densely populated regions where alternatives are certainly limited. Joining me now is Jay Famiglietti. He is a professor of Earth System Science at the University of California, Irvine, and senior water scientist at NASA Jet Propulsion Laboratory. Mr. Famiglietti, I appreciate your time tonight. This is staggering data. In fact, if I have this correct, this hard data really is the first picture we have of what we actually have as a water supply on Earth. Is that correct?
Well, it's really the first picture, contemporary picture that we have of all of the aquifers, the world's biggest aquifers, at the same time, that allows us to see how rapidly they're all being depleted at the same time. And it's mostly concentrated in the mid-latitude regions of the world and the arid and the semi-arid regions where we need our groundwater most.
All right, this is a 10-year study. Is this data that we've just never had before? Is this groundbreaking stuff that NASA is providing the world?
Yeah. Yes, it absolutely is. These are data from the NASA Gravity Recovery and Climate Experiment Mission, otherwise known as GRACE. And GRACE has given us a first look at a few very key Earth system parameters: how fast the ice sheets are melting, how much mass is being added to the oceans, and now how much water we're losing from the world's aquifers.
Professor, is there any other data out there that would parallel this, that would even come close to its accuracy and impact?
Well, not satellite data, but certainly data on the ground. But the problem with data on the ground is that it's very expensive to collect, and it's not shared internationally. So, meaning there could be existing monitoring wells in the Middle East or in India or in China, but we, as scientists, really all over the world, are not likely to see that data. So in addition to the technological achievement of being able to monitor these groundwater storage changes, the ability to see all the aquifers across political boundaries at the same time is really revolutionary.
Well, it is, as I see it and read the stories surrounding all of this. I mean, I think Joe Average on the street, when he sees a weather map and sees a satellite, we can tell a storm is coming. I mean, to parallel that, is this pretty much absolute the same thing to scientists?
It is. The storm is definitely coming, but it's a slow, it's a slow burning storm. It's more like, the decades of not quite drought, but the decades of perennial water shortage are on the way, and they'll be exacerbated by the increasing frequency of drought due to climate change.
And this is not a political debate. This is an absolute, correct?
That's right. No, this isn't a debate. We can tell from the wells on the ground that the water table is falling. We can see in California the streams being depleted and the ground subsiding at a foot per year in some places. So no, it's not up for debate. It's an observation.
I need a solution. Our audience wants a solution from an expert, and that is you, sir. What's the future?
Thank you for putting me on the spot. So, the biggest solution that we have really is to conserve, is to use a lot less, and we do have to start with agriculture because that's the biggest user of water around the world, not just in the United States. 80% of the water that we withdraw from rivers or aquifers is used for agriculture. And, solutions like desalination that we hear about all the time and sewage recycling are very important, but they're really only going to be effective in metropolitan regions. So we really need to be thinking about how we are allocating our water to agriculture, looking for more efficiencies with irrigation, maybe changes in water pricing, changes in crop selection, and we can manage our way through it. We're not going to be reversing the depletion. We'll only be slowing it down.
All right. Professor Jay Famiglietti, I really appreciate your time tonight on The Ed Show. Thanks so much.
Thank you.